Hi, this is Monica with DailyDwelling.com, and tonight I am going to work on one of my last layouts for the month of challenges at the lily pad. The challenge for the layout I am working on right now is storytelling with a questionnaire. Before bed tonight, I asked my 4-year-old daughter Jenny some questions, and I'm going to use her answers to those to create a layout and journal the questions and answers that she gave me. Also wanted to let you know that for this layout I am scrap lifting a similar layout that Allie Edwards did, a conversation with her son Simon. I took some of the questions she used, and not all of them though, because my 4-year-old, some of them were a little bit over her head, and she said, I don't know, or let's skip that one. So I'm using the ones that she could answer. This is the layout of Allie Edwards, and here is the layout that I have started. I selected 4 pictures of my daughter from various times throughout this year. I have a patterned paper background with speech bubbles that I thought was really cute for, that would be really cute for this idea. And then I have a neutral colored kind of a craft paper on top of that I'm going to do my journaling on. And let's just get started. I am in the process now of adding in the questions that I asked her answers to those. I'll type in just a little bit. We've got my favorite food is, my favorite movie is, if I could change my name it would be If I Could Go. I can't type and talk at the same time, so I'm just going to type these in. See if I could go anywhere in the world I'd go to. I knew I typed that wrong. Okay, so these are the questions that I asked Jenny tonight, and now I'm going to put in her answers to those. I'm actually going to come in here and make the space between the questions a little bit larger. You do that by changing the leading. I think it's set at 24 now. I'm going to try 36, and so yes, I like that much better. Okay. I am going to try a different font here for her answers. Okay. bookmarks. Just going to scroll through here. Actually, I'm just going to, I know what I'm looking for. Shortcuts. Okay. Okay, so she said that her favorite food is actually pizza. I'm not able to select that, so I'm going to hide these so I can select it. It's not letting me select it very well. Let's change that. Make the font size on that just a tad bit bigger. Let's show these again. There, I like that. Okay. Favorite movie is Dora and Sophia. First. She just couldn't pick one for that one. If she could change her name, I thought this was so funny, it would be Zelda. We played Smash Brothers tonight, and of course she had to play the character Zelda first. She could go anywhere in the world. She would go to Superland. And of course, it's completely made up place in her own mind. That's okay. That's the beauty of doing these little questionnaires, layouts, because you look back on them and remember how cute the things were that they said at different ages. Favorite color, pink and purple. Very girly girl I've got there. Pink and purple. When she grows up, she wants to be a fireman and a rock star. I'm typing them down here because it's a different font than I used for the questions, and it's just a little bit hard to place it when you're doing a different font in the same exact area as another layer. So it's just easier for me to type it down here and move it to exactly where I want it. Snacks she could live on, crackers. Her best friend, Darcy. This is not moving. Okay. Favorite princess is Cinderella and Rapunzel. Okay, and that's all the questions that I got out of her tonight. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move this a little bit. I'm going to make her name a little bit more prominent. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Just going to transform it. There we go. Okay. Move it down just a tad. Okay. Move this here so that fits inside a little spacing in her name. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to change the font of her name, not change the font, I'm going to change the color of the text, and then I'm going to turn that into a sticker, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight it and select, I'm going to select a pink color from the speech bubbles on the pattern paper underneath. Okay, so we've got that, and then I want to rasterize the type. What I did to do that is I went over to the layer that text is on. I right clicked and then selected rasterize the type. So now I'm going to make sure that white is the foreground color. I'm going to go up to edit and stroke. What that will do is make a stroke around the name. I'm going to do it on the outside, and I'm going to try size just 8 instead of 18. See how that looks. Perfect. Let's add a small little paper shadow onto that. There we go. Great. Okay. Okay. All I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to just bring some elements onto my page to make it pretty. First, I am going to add a stroke line around each of the photos. To do that, I will edit and stroke. I'm going to do an inside stroke here, and we'll try size 18. Perfect. And add a little shadow to those. Okay. I have a used square box and a clipping mask to place the photos on the page. What I'm going to do before I add the stroke around the photo is I'm going to merge those two layers, and then I'm ready to stroke. Control E is the shortcut to merge two layers together. Perfect. Okay. I am selecting elements from the Memory Pockets monthly kit for this month from the Lily Pad. And really, when I'm adding layers, I just play. I'm not sure what I'm going to like, what's going to work, and what's not. And so I will just, you will see me move things on and off and around until I get it to look exactly how I want it. sometimes if I'm not sure if I really like the look in an element on the page or not, but I don't want to totally get rid of it yet, I will just hide it and play around with some other elements, see some other looks, and then I may come back to that element. If not, then I'll delete it before I save the layout. Because I want this layout to have more of a clean, almost graphic feel to it, I'm not going to add any huge clusters of layouts. I'm really thinking that I'm pretty much done. I've kept the color palette pretty simple with just the craft background, the white and pink, and then some black for highlights. So, you know what? I think I am good on this. I'm going to start saving it up. Okay. I'm going to find that element that I hid, and I think I'm going to delete it. Okay. Okay, before I save it, one thing I'm going to do is go into the file info, and this is where I keep all of my credits for my layouts. I'm going to first put down that this was Month of Challenge. January 26th, I've got them all on my calendar. Yes, January 26th. Okay, and then I will list the things that I used. I'm going to also put down here as a scrap lift of Allie Edwards. Okay, and let's see what products that I used. I used Hello Sampler by Sailing Studio. And I use the Memory Pockets Monthly Hello Kit. And that is it. Save it again. All that's left to do at this point is to save it for printing and then save it for the web.